So yesterday I made a video about how I won't wear a mask, and which, by the way, I share my opinion, and I'm gonna read to you today one of the comments that I just received, which I thought was very interesting, and I'm gonna reply back to that comment in a respectful way, not like the comment, but it's okay. Let's read it. This is from Chris E. Idiotic. You can spread COVID without knowing you have it. People like you will kill many. Remove this poison video. Selfish and irresponsible. Chris, thank you so much for sharing your thoughts and your opinion because at the end is your opinion. So I mentioned yesterday that, and if you haven't seen the video, I can put it in the link somewhere. So, which by the way, Nikki, you're more than welcome to intervene at any moment you like. I mentioned yesterday that I believe, and you can Google this. Any actually medical professional in any field will tell you that wearing a mask really has zero protection at all. Like you really are not going to receive any protection at all. Actually, it might be worse. People touch their face all the time trying to position these surgical masks. They don't wash. Come on, people don't. They're not going to wash those masks. So if there is something in those masks, if there's any bacteria in there, you're going to put that on your face every single day. So are they helpful? I think that it would be the completely opposite. But again, that's just my opinion. Okay, if you really want to criticize me for being informed, for looking for the right information instead of just following just as a blind um, person because the politicians, the media want to feed that to you. And by the way, I mean not this is not to being on the right side or on the left side. I'm just sharing what I think is right. What you should be asking yourself though is COVID-19 has killed how many? We're close to 100,000, right? I believe so. 98,000 in the US, right? We're talking in the US, close to 100,000, okay? Now, let me ask you something. You're sharing what you believe, right? Let me share something that I believe. I believe that our bodies should be taken care of. This is actually my religion. This is actually what I believe, okay? And one of the things that I don't do is I don't drink alcohol. The same organization that is telling you to wear those masks, by the way, in 2016 made an article talking about that over 3 million people die due to alcohol. The consequences of alcohol. Look, you don't even need to be a smart person. You can just see it on the street. How many DUIs I live in Ohio, so I don't know where you're located at, but when people drink beer on a Friday night or a Saturday or during the weekend and they want to party, they create accidents. Over 3 million people worldwide. Let's see. We're comparing 3 million deaths against not even 100,000. Let's just hold on for a moment so that sink in for just one moment, okay? Now, if I share that to you, that you shouldn't drink alcohol, that is bad not only for you and your family, but the society, you might be looking at me like, oh, dude, you're a freak. You're stupid, you're an idiot. You are selfish and irresponsible. But I could say that about you too. I mean, you want to have a good time, so let's just take a beer. I won't hurt anybody, right? Because I want to have a good time. Isn't that selfish a little bit? And if you get in that car and you go and kill someone, or even worse, you go home and you have like an argument with your wife while your kids are watching and you sexually abuse someone, I could go forever. Or you just hurt yourself, your own body in the long run, and you died out of that disease caused by your selfishness and being irresponsible. But see, nobody looks at that kind of stuff. That's something that we shouldn't look at because it's normal. It's okay to consume alcohol, right? And nobody sees that you kill, not you, but the alcohol actually kills over 3 million people. The same organization, the woohoo, the world, what is it? The World Health Organization. Woohoo. Who? You? Anyway, who, right? So, let me ask you this. See, when it comes down to reality, when things actually make sense, nobody listens to that, right? It's crazy to say that alcohol is bad for your body and you shouldn't consume it. That's just one thing. Let's not talk about smoking, right? Because that's, oh my gosh, nobody pays attention to that. And I don't even know the numbers on that, by the way. But I guarantee you that worldwide is more than 100,000. And I don't know. You can check it out and you can let me know. So who is selfish here? Who is responsible here? What I want to share with you is, instead of having an argument here, is I want you to think on your own. Like, you should do this research on your own. Do masks really help? If you think that they do, then go for it. Put a mask on. I believe on respect. I truly believe that if I go to Costco and their policy says that I need to wear a mask, I will respect their decision. It's a private business. If I don't like the way that they conduct business, just don't go there. And I want to go there. I mean, freak, come on, it's Costco, you know? So I will wear a mask. If their policy says that you need to wear a skirt to get inside, I probably will wear a skirt. My wife knows that I could give a crap about what people think of me. I will wear a skirt just to go to Costco. If Walmart puts a policy that I need to wear a mask, I will wear a mask. I will respect private businesses because at the end, I want the same thing back. I want to be respected. I want that people like respect my opinion just like yours, right? So anyway, I hope this makes sense. I think that we focus too much into what we watch on TV, what people say that is wrong for you, but you should take accountability of your own decisions, your own opinions. Is that true? Is it true that the masks truly help in this pandemic? Um, what about the economy? What about this quarantine? What about all the bankruptcies that are about to happen, that are happening, that will happen, and that we don't even know the financial consequences of what's going on these days? But see, nobody pays attention to that. Why? I don't know. I have no idea. I really think that we live in a world that is very selfish and is very responsible, and we really focus on what the media feed to us.
I think that it's not necessarily just being selfish, it's just that people are going along with, they don't want to stand out and then they want to point the finger at whoever is. So if you think differently than what popular at the moment, which is very popular, if you look at all the celebrities, the cool people, they all are going out with their masks. Look, I'm doing my part. I'm, you know, they're the same people who are promote, what is it? What's that called? Saving the planet, and yet they fly on private jets and they have these multi-million-dollar houses that just, they don't practice exactly what they preach. But if they're wearing a mask, then everybody else must wear a mask. Why? Because they're popular, because they're wealthy, because they're cool, and because they must be right. And the reality is like, we don't know exactly if the masks, it's from both sides. They're both saying the masks are good, and then you have another side saying the masks aren't good. So it's just a personal opinion. What do you think? I personally think, even if the mask does help stop spreading germs, I think that our bodies are capable, and we've shown it, that they're capable of taking care of this bug. It is getting people sick. It is getting people are dying from it, but look, they're the elderly and they're the the immune deficiency.
People with a weak immune system.
Yeah. So those are the ones that should be staying in quarantine, whatever, should be staying at home. They should be taking precautions. But us, like, it's like the flu, right? I mean, it's a stronger version.
It's 10 times more contagious than the flu.
Okay. So as far as I understood, when this all started happening, it wasn't a matter of whether or not we were going to get it, because it is so contagious. They were just trying to flatten out the curve. They weren't trying to say, we're going to get rid of this, we're going to eradicate it, because it's almost impossible. Until they find a cure, it's almost impossible. the question is though, is that okay, we flattened out the curve, but then we destroyed the economy doing that. And how many people are going to kill themselves because of everything that's happening financially?
And don't, I mean, and don't, sorry, go ahead. I mean, interrupt you.
Oh no, I think it's you know, to to say that somebody's irresponsible to not wear a mask, I think it's not um, it's trying to force your opinion on somebody else. Like I choose not to wear a mask, and they can't. It's back to what you were saying. You're telling me that because I'm not wearing a mask, that I will be responsible
For the, I'm killing
for
millions.
killing people. I mean, that's a really harsh claim. And would I be responsible for spreading germs? Maybe, maybe not. We have no idea. You going outside of your house, you too. I could say, well, have you gone outside of your house and have you gone on a walk? How irresponsible of you. You should stay inside your house. The only time you should go outside is um, when you need to get groceries, when you absolutely need to get groceries. Or even better, are you wearing gloves? You're not wearing gloves? How dare you? You're being irresponsible. Like, come on.
And I was talking to you a little bit earlier about this, but I think that if there's a good thing that we got out of this is that a lot of people are very dirty, and what I mean with that is that they will, they're rude. They will sneeze in a public place in front of everybody. They could care less how many germs they spread. They could cough or whatever. One of my friends here on the YouTube channel, Annie Farmer, if you're watching, hi. She is an esthetician, and
Esthetician?
esthetician,
Oh, wow.
esthetician.
She works on the face.
Wait, we need to practice this word. Can you pause it for a moment? Beautician.
She does hair.
She does hair.
So
Hers.
she's not an
She's not the other one. Sorry, Annie. She tells me that she gets clients that they go inside her business sick, and and that because that's they're taking time off because they're sick, therefore they go into to get a haircut or whatever. I think that that has changed these days. Finally, people put at least a mask on their faces. That way they don't cough. And I don't need to get the flu. I don't need to get sick. But however, those masks would give me really absolutely no protection anyway. We're talking about microscopic, like, bacteria. Like, dude,
I mean, if
you
you're feeling sick, you stay home.
and that's my point. Yeah.
But I know that they're saying, well, you could be carrying it before. I just, it's just I don't even know what to say.
Anyway, to my point back again is, look, you should create your own opinion. You think that it's irresponsible not to wear a mask. Therefore, you, by example, wear a mask. You, by example, do what you say you're going to do. But also think on your own. Don't let politicians, don't let other people tell you what you need to think.
Well, maybe he is thinking on his own.
Well, maybe he is. You're right. Well,
But to tell somebody that they're responsible for deaths, or they will be responsible for deaths, to tell somebody you need to wear a mask, you need to stay home. Like,
that's
great that you want to do
that would be the
I
same.
don't want to do that. It's like that kind of thinking is the thinking that gets
I'm saying you shouldn't smoke.
becomes
You
violent.
shouldn't drink alcohol. You shouldn't drink beer. You shouldn't go party. I mean, you
Right,
kill
yeah.
people.
So
You're
it's
gonna
like,
murder so many
if you
people
would
on the
rather
road.
tell
You
people
will.
what to do, then
So
maybe I should tell you what to do, because exactly, it's like, I think that exactly, it's proven that alcohol, whenever you see anything in any bad news, somebody who has done something horrible to a child, or there's been child abuse or whatever, there's always alcohol or drugs
right,
involved. The drugs, everybody agrees that drugs are wrong, but alcohol is just as bad. They're good. People are going to disagree, but no,
according to his
alcohol.
numbers, he's like over
Alcohol might be
3 million
worse. Yeah,
people in 1 year.
everybody has alcohol, and the thing
It's
is
worse.
that when with work and everything, and hearing how almost everybody has driven drunk, That pisses me off because it's like, I get that you want to be stupid on your own, but the fact that you get in a car and you think that it's just a normal thing, it's not. Alcohol's wrong, and
That's a pandemic, by the way. Pandemic of the mind. But see, we don't look at that though, because the media is not going to put that on TV. Why are we going to go against a product that makes millions of dollars on the marketplace, and people have
because it makes people feel good.
have
If I
internalized it
feel
in
good, I'm gonna do it.
and people have internalized it into our culture because now it's cool. Now the commercials are cool. Now when you're watching the Super Bowl and you watch the commercials, it's cool to drink it. It's cool to go grab that Budweiser because it makes you wiser. There's nothing worse. Anyway, I could keep going about this forever, but if you're watching this, thank you so much for watching this. Thank you for each one of your comments. If you like this video, please hit the thumbs up. If you don't like the video, please hit the thumbs down too. If you want to put a hateful comment, please put it too. As long as you do something on the video, I could care less what you do with it. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you soon.